All right, it's Monday, March 3rd, third day of fasting. And I'm about 45 minutes away from breaking fast. It's 5:15-ish. So Jiu Jitsu training starts at 6. So that's the time I'm usually there. But I'm going to break fast, make salah, and then go to Jiu Jitsu. So until daylight savings kicks in next week, I'll be able to break my fast right before training and then just go to training a little bit later than usual. Breaking fast with a few dates. I have these electrolytes, this electrolyte powder that I like to use. So I'm going to break fast and then I'm going to go to train, go to the sauna, and then have my full meal after training, after the sauna. It's the first time. This is going to be the first time I've done something like that. So I'll have a protein drink. Take that with me, keep it in the car. Have a couple of more dates after I finish training. Go sit in the sauna. And when I'll be sitting in the sauna, I'll have electrolyte water, a bottle of electrolytes with me in the sauna. Because that's usually the way I do that. While I'm sitting in the sauna, I drink electrolytes, usually a whole bottle. And then usually another whole bottle after I get out, because I lose a lot of salt when I sweat. So today wasn't too bad. You know, Saturday was kind of rough. I was really tired on Saturday. I was really tired on Sunday. But I got some really good sleep in last night. Right now, my body battery is 39, which is decent at this stage of the day. I'm sure I'll be able to get some good training in tonight. Once I get some glucose in me and some electrolytes, before going, I think I'll be able to get some good training in. Getting ready to head out to train. Just gonna get the bag in the car. I'll be breaking fast in the next 15 or 20 minutes. Then I'll be heading out. Beautiful day out today. Yes. This is a good fasting day. This was a good day. I got enough energy to train. Feels good. Feels real good. All right, I've broken my fast. I had 4 medjool dates, 22 ounces of water mixed with electrolyte powder, creatine, some pre-workout, and had a couple of heaping tablespoons of peanut butter. That should be just enough to get me through a decent training session. It was a good day of fasting. Today is a work day. I tell you, Ramadan starting on the first fasting day being on Saturday is a huge benefit. So it allows you to get a couple of days for your body to get acclimated to fasting. One of the challenges of fasting is, at least for me, is I don't get bothered by the hunger. This has always been a thing with me. It's not the lack of food. It's not even the lack of liquids. It's that, fatigue starts to creep in the afternoon. And, the brain gets a little bit foggy, man. It's weird. And by 3 o'clock, 2:30, 3 o'clock, man, I don't want to do anything. So I try to front load all of my heavy work in, any work that requires a lot of thinking, a lot of brain power. I try to flood the zone, so to speak. I try to front load that early in the day. The meeting today, there was a meeting scheduled at 4 p.m. Man, that was the worst. Because it's by 4:20, I'm not listening to anything. I'm hardly paying attention. All I can think of is, man, I want to go lay down for like 20 minutes before I go to jiu-jitsu. And then the meeting ran past 5 o'clock. It was supposed to end at 5. I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good right now. I'm going to go to jiu-jitsu. We normally go from like 6 o'clock to 7:30-ish. It's really like 6 to 8. But people start to like wind down around 7:30, 7:40. So throughout jiu-jitsu, throughout training, I will be drinking. I take 2 bottles with me. I take a 22-ounce bottle with electrolyte powder, and I drink that during training. When I get to the sauna, I fill it up all the way back up. That bottle in the sauna with me, and while I'm sitting in the sauna for 30 minutes, I sip on that, and when I leave the sauna, that bottle is empty. And then immediately after getting out of the sauna, I have another full bottle with electrolyte powder, and I usually drink that entire thing down, or maybe a half to 2/3. Eat a couple of dates. This is even outside of fasting, outside of Ramadan. I eat 2 or 3 dates, because the sauna, a really hot sauna, man, it is taxing. I mean, it is really, really taxing. And so I don't feel completely busted afterwards. I keep myself well hydrated with electrolytes, and then I have a couple of dates. The only modification I'm making this time is, so I had 4 dates to break my fast. I'll be having 4 dates after the sauna. I usually have like 2 after the sauna, 2, 3 maximum. After jiu-jitsu tonight, when I get in my car, I have a protein shake here. It's just chocolate, coconut milk, and a scoop of Transparent Labs whey protein. I need to keep my protein levels at a certain level, and I'm going to talk about that in a later video. I'm really going to go into details on this aspect in a later video. And when you're fasting, you're probably not going to be getting in as many calories usually. You have to up your protein intake. And if I'm fasting and training, I'm going to be taking in, a total amount of less calories than usual. So I need to, you need to keep your protein intake higher. There's a really important study that just came out that went into great detail on this. I'm going to talk about that later also. And you also need to weight train. I'll be talking about that as well. So this is going to be an interesting journey over the next 30 days while I'm doing this Ramadan grind. And before anyone asks, before any Muslim shows up and goes, dude, but are you doing anything like going to the masjid or going to the mosque or anything? Of course, I'm going to be going for the Tarawih Salah and all of that, and I'll be, talking about that later too. There's going to be a lot of videos coming out, like almost daily as I'm going through this journey and taking you on this journey with me. So we have a lot to talk about, and don't worry, we're gonna get it all in, inshallah. All right, I'm pulling in. Let's go see what this training feels like. Just finished jiu-jitsu training. Went pretty good. I felt really good. Didn't go crazy. Burned about 500 calories. Aerobic training effect was 2 something. Anaerobic training effect was also 2.0, as a matter of fact. 7:55. I still haven't eaten my meal yet. My full meal. Gotta eat. Make salah. Aisha make tarawih. Would like to get in bed at a reasonable hour. 10:30 is my goal. Absolutely no later than 11.